You're watching KLTV. Caring, committed, proud of East Texas. This is Channel 7 News at 5.
The East Texas mother who stoned her 3 children has been acquitted of that crime. Now the process begins of where she'll go next. Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Michelle Mortensen. Joe has the evening off. Deanna Laney was found not guilty by reason of insanity on Saturday. Her future is now in the hands of the court. Channel 7's Julie Tam talked to a psychiatrist to find out the possibilities of treatment. And Julie, she will be institutionalized.
That's right. Since Deanna Laney was found not guilty, that of course means she's acquitted of all charges. But the by reason of insanity part means there will now be a commitment hearing. And that happens tomorrow morning in Judge Cynthia Kent's courtroom. Normally the county judge, in this case Becky Dempsey, could decide where Laney would go from here. But Judge Dempsey decided this morning to let Judge Kent retain jurisdiction and decide that. So what will happen tomorrow is Judge Kent will determine where to send Laney. Under the law, there's no doubt Laney will be committed to a maximum security mental institution. Now, I talked to a local psychiatrist who says Laney will definitely continue receiving medical treatment.
For patients similar to her that I have treated, typically do require antipsychotic medication and or mood stabilizing medication. And usually when the illness includes psychosis, like hers apparently did, that generally means a lifetime treatment.
Now the question is, how long will Laney stay in the mental institution wherever she ends up going? Tyler attorney Bobby Mims says most likely for at least 90 days, and then a psychiatric team will reevaluate her and determine if she needs to remain in the hospital, and if so, for how much longer. Michelle.
All right, thanks so much, Julie. And that commitment hearing again is tomorrow morning. Something could be decided as soon as Tuesday evening. The lead prosecutor in the case, District Attorney Matt Bingham, says the verdict should have been guilty but insane. However, Texas law does not allow that verdict. Bingham says he plans to propose a law so the guilty but insane verdict would replace not guilty by reason of insanity.
What this would allow them to do is to say, if you had guilty but insane, is to recognize for the jury to be able to say, hey, we know she did it, and we're gonna then sentence her under different guidelines. We're gonna have some punishment and we're gonna have some treatment.
Bingham says a person found guilty but insane would have a criminal record. Several other states already have laws allowing that verdict. 2 troop teens killed in a car accident over the weekend were remembered last night. Friends and family held a candlelight vigil for 16-year-old Lindsay Stewart and 15-year-old Stephanie Hester, both of troop. The girls were killed when the car Stewart was driving in skidded off a rural Smith County road, hitting a tree and then bursting into flames. Police say the girls were driving above the posted speed limit. Friends say the 2 girls were both active in their school and will be missed.
They were beautiful people, always bright and life of the party. Lindsay was a wonderful majorette. She was the best. Stephanie was always there to make somebody laugh. Everybody loved them.
Funeral services were held this morning for Lindsay Stewart. Funeral services for Stephanie Hester are scheduled for tomorrow afternoon. There will be a new principal at John Tyler High School next year. Dr. Aubrey Todd, principal at JT for 4 years, was told today he would be reassigned at the end of this school year. Since the first of the year, there have been questions about Todd's future at John Tyler. In recent weeks, a group of parents have been vocal in their support of Dr. Todd. They even attended last month's board meeting to voice their support. Superintendent Dr. Simmons says he appreciates the public input, but he feels it's time for a change at John Tyler.
I think there's any one thing that I know that I put my finger on in making this decision. I believe it's just a combination of student performance issues, of campus leadership issues. Some of the decision making in my mind wasn't necessarily what it needed to be. The overall direction of the school, I felt there needed to be a change.
Dr. Todd will continue as principal at JT through the end of the school year when he will be reassigned. A leader of the parents group supporting Todd, John Johnson, says his group plans to keep up the fight to keep Todd as principal. As for Dr. Todd's reaction, he did not return our phone calls today. An arrest warrant has been issued for the man wanted in Iraq for killing dozens of coalition soldiers. But Muqtada al-Sadar has yet to be taken into custody. Authorities say he's free to surrender, and that if he does, he will be treated with dignity and respect. So far, 25 arrest warrants have been issued in the case. 13 suspects have been taken into custody. The death toll in Mexico is rising after severe flash flooding there. Government officials in Mexico say pounding rains caused a river to overflow its banks in less than 15 minutes. At least 60 people were believed missing in the town of Piedras Negras, right on the Texas border. 300 homes have been destroyed by the rushing water, and forecasters say more rain is expected tomorrow. President Bush says he's pleased National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice is testifying before the 9/11 Commission. The president made the comment while campaigning in Charlotte, North Carolina today.
I'm looking forward to Condi testifying. I made a decision to allow her to do so because I was assured that it would not jeopardize executive privilege. And she'll be great. She's a very smart, capable person who knows exactly what took place and will lay out the facts. And that's what the commission's job is meant to do, and that's what the American people want to see. And I'm looking forward to the people hearing her.
The administration had initially opposed Rice's testimony, but relented after strong public criticism. Rice is scheduled to appear before the panel Thursday in a public session for about 2 hours. Early voting is underway in the primary runoff election. There are a dozen different races throughout East Texas, including one that covers much of our area, the race for U.S. House District 1 between Republicans John Graves and Louis Gohmert. You can vote 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. until Thursday at various locations in our area. The runoff election is April 13th. That's a week from tomorrow. To find the polling location nearest you, check with your county clerk or voter registrar. For nearly 10 years, millions have been following the Left Behind series. The latest installment has hit bookstores here in East Texas. We'll hear what fans have to say about the book all next. And we'll also hear from the authors of this outstanding series. That's a bit later.
How much inspiration can you fit in a small car? Can you make it fun for 2 or 4? Yes. Will 220 horses inspire it to gallop? Absolutely. Can it have more than enough room for her, him, them? Yes. The PT Cruiser at your local Chrysler dealer. Chrysler. Inspiration comes standard.
You drive, you get hit. Dent, stings, fender bender, rear end, or whatever. Car accidents, even a little hit's a big deal. Painting beautiful cars is what we do. So for the normal repair bill, you might even be able to repaint your whole car. Little hit, no big deal, just a great deal, but only at Mako.
So many children in East Texas grow up without a family, and KLTV is committed to finding these children a home. Watch The Gift of Love Wednesday at 10 on Channel 7 News in partnership with Roberts & Roberts, an East Texas law firm with a history of helping injured people.
Ours is a community built by generations, generations cared for by Good Shepherd. And over these generations, we've learned to count on one another. So when it comes time to choose where to have your outpatient surgery, the fact the Good Shepherd Ambulatory Surgical Center is an accredited facility backed by the very hospital you've come to depend on matters. Surgery, after all, is too critical a thing to be performed just anywhere. Good Shepherd Ambulatory Surgical Center, dedicated to life.
For over 17 years, EnviroCare has been taking care of lawns in the East Texas area. Many people don't realize that we do more than just lawn maintenance.
Our landscape designers can help you create the yard of your dreams. And we offer full service and complete installation of residential and commercial sprinkler systems.
EnviroCare now offers beautiful new swimming pools and ponds that'll turn your house into a vacation paradise.
EnviroCare, large enough to serve, yet small enough to care.
I watch Channel 7 every day.
I watch Channel 7 News, KLTV, because I want to know what's happening in East Texas.
And I love to watch KLTV.
I've watched Channel 7 all my life.
They're looking for ways to help build and strengthen positive values in our community.
They become your neighbors. I mean, they become your friends.
They're enjoying their job and they're enjoying each other. They're great together. They just make the news better.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Threll Keldon Company Insurance. Trust. Remember that feeling? Threll Keldon Company Insurance. A relationship you can put your trust in.
The wait is finally over for millions of readers. The newest and final edition of the Left Behind series, Glorious Appearing, is finally out. As Channel 7's Amy Tatum reports, East Texans have rushed to the stores to see who makes it.
There. I've been reading the series, and I was excited to see the ending, see who died.
This woman and millions of others have been waiting for 1 year to finally read the last book, Glorious Appearing. What's the appeal?
Action and adventure. It's a love story, of course, and then, of course, it's all based on prophecy, what they believe the prophecy means.
If you're not a Left Behind reader, let me get you caught up using the movie based on the first Left Behind book.
Great people are missing. Dozens of seats empty.
It all begins when people across the globe simply vanish. To a few, it quickly becomes clear that was the rapture of Christians, and those left behind had missed it. The books that follow take the reader through 7 years of tribulation before, you guessed it, Christ's glorious appearing.
You start reading them and you start becoming one of the characters, and you just get really involved, and you feel like you're there and you're witnessing everything happening.
Tim LaHaye and Jerry Jenkins wrote the fictional book based on their interpretation of the book of Revelation. Stephanie at the Scroll reminds the viewer it is only their interpretation.
It's only a guess from somebody who's been studying it for a long time and is going to be fairly educated in the area, but it still should be taken with a grain of salt.
But readers say the real appeal of the book is that it gives them hope that one day there will be a glorious appearing. Amy Tatum, Channel 7 News.
Millions of people have already bought the latest copy of the Left Behind series, and hundreds of East Texans crowded the Scroll Christian Bookstore in Tyler this afternoon to meet the authors, Tim LaHaye and Jerry Jenkins. The authors say the response they've received from their series is overwhelming. It's the fastest-selling adult fiction series of all time. The authors say writing these novels has been the most rewarding experience of their career.
It's encouraged me more than anything I've ever done. You know, I was a pastor for 37 years. I've built churches and buildings and started organizations, but this has doubtless been the most exciting, rewarding experience I've ever had.
They write and tell us that they're more urgent about their faith. They're expecting the imminent return of Christ.
The duo started writing the series 12 years ago. They've sold more than 40 million copies of the first 11 books.
A very popular series indeed.
Very popular series, not just in Christian circles, around the world.
It really is. A lot of people I know have those books. Just
I know.
Amazing. Well, Easter Sunday is coming up this weekend.
True. Will it be nice for Easter?
Well, we have some problems with the forecast. Every single time our computer models run, it seems like it's putting more and more of a chance of rain in for Sunday. Don't want to tell everybody that it's going to rain all day on Easter Sunday because I don't think that's going to be the case. We'll just have to watch it through the week. We're watching right now some pretty strong storms out in West Texas associated with a storm system that is heading our way, producing showers for us before Easter Sunday. Well before that. We'll tell you when next.
Ford Explorer is the best in Texas for many different reasons. It has an independent rear suspension for the smoothest ride in its class, along with the roomiest third-row seat that folds flat into the floor. Not only is Explorer the best-selling SUV 13 years running, it's also the most trusted, and you can trust your Texas Ford dealer to offer you the best deals, like 0% financing for up to 60 months, or up to $3,000 cash back.
Ford is the best in Texas.
When I got hurt in my car wreck, I needed help and fast. I called in the Strong Arm. He got me $300,000.
This is a big amount because I called in the Strong Arm.
Believe me, because it's true. I got $250,000.
When you're hurt in a car wreck, call me. I'm attorney Brian Longcar, the Strong Arm. I'll work to pound out every dollar you deserve.
Hey, that car wreck shook me up, but I called the Strong Arm, and he got me $200,000.
$1.2 million.
Car wreck? Call me.
Call in the Strong Arm.
Tired of reading glasses? CK is for you. CK is an easy procedure that is safe and effective.
CK is uniquely designed for people over 40 who need reading glasses. It's the first procedure of its kind to be designed specifically for this age group. The procedure itself is extremely quick. Usually takes less than 3 minutes to do. The procedure effect is almost immediate, and the results are long-lasting.
Contact Heaton Eye Associates today, the leaders in vision correction.
An all-new Oprah. We'll never forget their faces. The POWs 1 year later.
Did you think you were going to die? I was terrified.
I was blindfolded. I heard the rifle, and he dry fired it. And that broke me.
The stories you haven't heard. Then join me for an extraordinary experience. My visit with the soldiers who've just come home. Next Oprah.
Finding just the right match has never been easier.
That's just simple.
KLTV cars at KLTV.com. Making car buying easier. Project Tornado is a community service of KLTV in partnership with Storm and Tornado Shelters of East Texas, Hudson Printing, and ETMC.
Yes, Project Tornado is now ongoing. We'll tell you a little bit more about that coming up at 6. Right now, some very strong storms out in West Texas, and they affected actually San Antonio last night, a southerly component of the storm system. Let's take a look. Some amazing video of hail. Hail several feet deep in places. Yes, several feet deep across Bexar County and San Antonio. They had a tornado warning out for a while, but no tornado sighted. But boy, a lot of hail caused everything to look like a winter wonderland afterwards, if it weren't for all the green leaves. Look at that. You don't see that every day. Shoveling hail. That's just amazing. Anyway, nothing on Storm Tracker 7 Doppler radar in East Texas right now as we put it into motion. Some showers up around the Red River, very light showers moving to the north. No problems here. However, out west, this is our approaching storm system. It's already firing off there with the thunderstorms last night in South Texas. Fired off thunderstorms in West Texas and also in West Central Texas today. If we look at the water vapor loop, you'll see this is the center of the storm system. You see that swirl there. It is approaching East Texas, will be giving us a chance of showers and thunderstorms starting tomorrow, going on into Wednesday, and perhaps even Thursday morning across East Texas. But it is wound up very, very ticely. There's a lot of energy in the atmosphere and a severe thunderstorm watch that's in effect for far west Texas right now. And 2 warnings out for Pecos and the Pecos area and also down in Brewster County. So these thunderstorms are getting their act together. Some other showers and thunderstorms out between San Angelo and Abilene. Those will all be coming our way tomorrow, but nothing today, just a great day. Temperatures from weather watchers in the 70s, including Gordon Gruber at Lake Cypress Springs, who has 72 degrees. 72 in Tyler right now. And in Longview, it's also in the 70s, rather not quite in the 70s. Goodness, it fell just a little bit at the top of the hour, 69 degrees. Let's go outside to UT Health Center Neighborhood Weather Net. We go to Mineola Middle School up in Wood County, 75 degrees. They are quite warm. The reason why we didn't see any showers around here today, they can't make it this far because you see the humidity is just at 27%. That is quite low for this time of year. That will be rising as we're getting some southeasterly winds, especially in our southern counties this afternoon. That will be increasing throughout the evening. In fact, I think we'll have to watch the wind sensor there in Mineola because I think it's kind of windy there as well. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at Storm Tracker, rather Precision Cast 7. This is tonight. See these showers and thunderstorms out to our west. And as we move on into tomorrow, we'll see the same thing, showers developing around here. I think our best chance of thunderstorms around here will be tomorrow afternoon, clearing out a bit for early Wednesday, and then you see Precision Cast showing another round of showers and thunderstorms affecting us Wednesday afternoon, then clearing out for Thursday. So here is the East Texas forecast. 53 degrees, the overnight low tonight, and then showers and thunderstorms developing tomorrow, an afternoon high of 70. Looking here at the Channel 7-day forecast Wednesday, also thunderstorms, 71 degrees. We're not going to see much of a cool down until we get to the weekend. Then we have another storm system coming through, another cold front. I think on Saturday we have a pretty good chance of showers and thunderstorms and perhaps lingering into Sunday. We think it will be cooler on Sunday for the early morning church services. We'll just have to watch later on in the week as we narrow that time frame down to tell people how it will affect their Sunday plans on Easter.
They might need a coat now for those Easter dresses.
At least an umbrella, that's for sure.
All right, thanks so much, Morgan. Well, for years it was thought of as a child's disease, but up next we'll see why more and more older people are being diagnosed with epilepsy.
New ideas are in full bloom during Encore's annual spring event. It's that time of year to bring the magic of spring into your home. Come into Encore Furnishings on South Broadway and enjoy the many beautiful choices waiting to brighten up your day. It's Encore for new quality furniture at the best price and a staff of professionals waiting to serve you. If you're looking for a little magic for your spring decorating,
find it at Encore. If home is your favorite place.
The all-new Dodge Durango.
with 5-star, the highest frontal crash test rating. An all-new power, all-new room, all-new ride, all-new interior, all-new capability, all-new capacity. 1 part power, 1 part comfort. 1 all-new Durango, starting under $26,600. See it at your local Dodge dealer today.
Imagine how good it would feel to really be proud of your smile. You can do it with affordable dentures. We can make a real difference. You can get dentures the same day if you come in early enough. You don't even need an appointment. Our dentures are made in this office from materials accepted by the American Dental Association. Call 1-800-DENTURE for more information. We'll improve your smile at a price you really can afford.
Where will you be when you need emergency care? Emergencies are never planned, so ETMC created a carefully planned system of 80 ambulances, 2 helicopters, and 12 emergency rooms designated as trauma centers by the state of Texas. Because wherever you are, whenever you need us, in an emergency, large or small, you deserve the highest possible level of care. And that is what you get at ETMC.
Med Team, sponsored by Tyler Open MRI and Diagnostic Imaging. Your health, our priority.
Epilepsy was once thought of as a childhood disease, but as the population continues to age, doctors are finding epilepsy is becoming more common in older people. An estimated 61,000 new cases of epilepsy occur each year in people over 65. Doctors say epilepsy in older patients can be difficult to diagnose because symptoms are sometimes mistaken for other conditions. Because of this, older people need to be alert to changes in their health.
We believe that some of the common causes of epilepsy in older people include strokes, head injury, and tumors. But having said that, we also recognize that in over half of the cases, we cannot identify an underlying cause.
To get a positive diagnosis of epilepsy, doctors use several tests, including an EEG, to record brain seizures. Once a patient is diagnosed and proper medication is given, epileptic seizures can be completely controlled. And for more on this, we're going to turn to Channel 7 Med Team Dr. Ed Dominguez. Now, first off, is epilepsy something you're born with or something you acquire?
Well, you know, Michelle, actually, you're not really born with it per se, though in a very small number of patients, there are some kids that may, in fact, get it from either trauma in the birth canal, or you may have it because you have a malformation, abnormal blood vessels in or around the brain. In those situations, yes, one could say that you are, in fact, born with it. That's called congenital epilepsy. But the vast majority of people, easily over 70%, Michelle, are due to acquired problems. You can get them from the same types of things. Trauma, if you're in a car accident, you're playing sports and you have several concussions in particular, you may increase your risk for epilepsy. You can also get it from certain medications. Some medications are more likely to cause it when you're withdrawing from them. The classic is alcohol, for example, or drugs like Valium. So as you can see, there's actually quite a few people that have the acquired form. They're not born with it. They develop it for other reasons during their life.
Can you control epilepsy in a way other than medication?
Yeah, you can, as a matter of fact. And while medication is the preferred way to do this, there are surgical procedures that are, in fact, used. They're either used when you have serious seizures or frequent seizures or both. And these are fairly significant procedures. Now, there's been some advancement in the surgery of some types of these seizures where they take a person to surgery and they will do a brain mapping procedure to try to figure out exactly where the seizure is coming from. And then they can remove that part of the brain or do various types of things to minimize the seizures. In very significant cases where almost one side of the brain is the cause, they can take out all or most of one side of the brain, and that's a second very drastic form of seizure surgery. And then finally, they can take away or cut the piece of brain that connects the two parts of the brain called the corpus callosum. That's rarely done anymore these days. So it's really kind of that focal seizure surgery that's done. Most people are going to be controlled on the medications, and there have been several new ones over the last few years that are very effective in treating seizures.
All right, very interesting. Thanks so much, Dr. Ed.
You're welcome.
And remember, if you have a health question for Dr. Ed, you can send it to him by email at dred@kltv.com. You can also write him a letter at House Calls, P.O. Box 957, Tyler, Texas, 75710. Well, we all like to hear something positive every once in a while. Well, up next, there's a couple of billboards with a positive message. It's taking it to a whole new height. That next.
You kids should save your money for a house instead of these fancy, zesty turkey panitos.
May your marriage be as long as this panito.
Very nice. I see fresh oven roasted turkey, real provolone, sun-dried tomato sauce on a lovely toasted ciabatta baguette. This is Trey's Gourmet.
Thanks for dating our wedding, Uncle Jack.
A healthy smile is easy to get. With braces, it's never too late. Throughout Longview and Tyler, Dr. Stirrup makes getting braces easy, with no down payment and low monthly payments. Just call 1-800-4BRACES today.
Thank you for making me smile.
Yeah?
Oh! Honey, my Aunt Edna's gonna stay another day.
Could have told me sooner.
Do we think alike or what? There are slow walkie-talkies, and then there's Alltel Touch-to-Talk, the fast walkie-talkie on a reliable wireless network. A walkie-talkie without the wait?
You got that right.
Alltel.
It's not just about making plans. It's about making a difference. It's about neighbors and taking an interest rather than merely earning it. At Edward Jones, it's never just about investing. It's about knowing you and your dreams.
My every hope, my life, my world, it all begins with a dream.
Edward Jones, investing in you and your dreams.
As a guy who works with words, it's fascinating to witness the birth of a new word, like broadband. Cable TV, high-speed internet, and exciting things to come, all from Cox Communications through a single fiber optic source.
Save $30 a month for the next 6 months when you order Cox Full Digital Cable, HBO, Cinemax, and Cox High Speed Internet. Call 1-800-327-1056 or call your local Cox office.
Broadband from Cox. Cable, internet, and stuff you haven't even dreamed of.
When you're driving down the street, you see so many billboards, but many of them don't have these types of messages. Take a look. An anonymous buyer is putting up simple but uplifting signs all over Fargo. They have messages that say things like, have a nice day, and of course, well, be polite. I guess that's a good way to get the message out.
Or a way to combat road rage, I suppose.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Well, go out there and be polite, even out on the road. But until then, we'll have a great night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thousands of illegal aliens enter America every day. Over 9 million live here illegally already. Our borders are not secure. Louis Gomert says it's time to change that. As a judge, he cracked down on illegal aliens. He'll work to strengthen our borders to keep terrorists and illegal aliens out while welcoming those who enter legally. Border security, conservative values. Republican Louis Gomert.
I'm Louis Gomert. I'm running for Congress, and I approve this message.
Guys! I've got the new 4-for-all!
How thoughtful, Piggy.
Wow! There's 4 in here!
Yeah. We each got what we wanted.
And pour moi! Mushrooms, olives, tomatoes, green peppers, red onions, hot peppers, anchovies, pineapples, chickens, and bloods and bloods.
The amazing new 4-for-all pizza from Pizza Hut. 4 different pizzas, topped just the way you like them, on a not too thick, not too thin crust. Just $11.99.
Hey, Piggy, quit hogging this pizza. Hogging?
When you gather around a four-for-all, you gather around the good stuff.
After a repairman has been to your house, do you ever just go, "Ooh"? But the folks at Sea Woods are getting back to the basics and rolling out the red carpet for you. Not only do they repair your plumbing, they give you that good quality customer service that you've come to expect from Sea Woods. Get that royal treatment and tell them Patsy sent you.
Sea Woods is the call that does it all.
We went cool as a cucumber. And so very smooth. Rounded up 3 cheeses. We revved up ranch. Did somebody say bacon? Pepper, please. We revved up ranch. Buttermilk. 3 cheese. Bacon, and many more. Kraft has all kinds of ranch for whatever mood you're in. We revved up the flavor. We revved up ranch.
I'm John Graves. I grew up in East Texas and I worked on a farm. Nicole and I are raising our children in East Texas, where God and traditional family values are honored. I understand the challenges that face our families on a daily basis.
As Republicans, we have the chance to send someone to Washington who will fight to preserve our East Texas values.
We can do this together, but we need your help. I'm asking for you to vote early at the county courthouse. I'm John Graves. I approve this message, and I promise to fight for all our families.